Welcome to Lesson 4 of mySci Unit 18, Our Dynamic Earth. In Lesson 4, students will answer the question, how does plate motion help explain patterns in Earth's features and how they change over time? Students will build on their previous learning about patterns in Earth's features and evidence for Earth changing over time by considering the processes that cause Earth's surface to change. In this lesson, they will investigate the process of plate motion. They figure out that changes to Earth's surface can occur so slowly that they cannot be observed directly. They also figure out that Earth's plates are in motion, and this motion contributes to the landforms we observe. In the engaged portion of this lesson, students will revisit the patterns they have observed in the unit thus far, including patterns in the location of mountain ranges, volcanoes, and earthquakes, as well as rock and fossil patterns. Next, students will revisit the cracked plates interactive they used in the previous lesson. They will turn on the plate boundaries and absolute plate motion layers. Students should add these aspects to the map models they began in Lesson 2. Additionally, students should consider what the arrows and their direction represent. These arrows represent the direction of plate movement and the magnitude of the motion. In the Explore portion of this lesson, students will use a simulation to explore the relationship between plate motion and changes to Earth's surface. Students will use the prompts in their student journal in order to interact with the simulation. For example, students will first consider how plates that are pulling apart affect Earth's surface over a time span of 20 million years. They will select the diverging arrows on Plate 1 and Plate 2. Students will click See Plates Over Time, pick the time of 20 million years, and run the simulation. They will draw and label the effects of this type of plate motion in their student journal. Students should observe the presence of earthquakes, the formation of water where the plates are pulling apart, the formation of underwater volcanoes, and finally, volcanoes exposed above water. They will repeat this process for the remaining prompts, creating drawings based on the model. In the Explain portion of this lesson, students will obtain information from a video about plate tectonics. Students will also read Planet Earth Inside Out. This is a read-aloud book, and the read-aloud guide is found in the teacher pages. The read-aloud guide can be used to deepen students' understanding of how Earth's plates push together, pull apart, and slide past each other at plate boundaries. This motion creates different landforms and causes different events to occur. In the Elaborate portion of this lesson, students will consider the rate at which changes to the Earth's surface occur. Students will revisit the plate motion simulation to explore this idea. Students will again use their student journals to guide them. For example, students will consider what occurs when Plate 1 and Plate 2 pull apart from each other. However, they will observe what occurs over 100 years and compare this to what occurs over 1 million years. Students should recognize that plate motion that causes the formation of volcanoes and earthquakes occurs slowly. However, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions themselves occur more quickly. In the Evaluate portion of this lesson, students will complete a formative assessment. Students will analyze an argument for its validity. They will read background information, the claim made, and supporting evidence, and determine if the argument is consistent with the observations they made in the lesson. By the end of this lesson, students will have used a model of plate motion to explain the formation of Earth's features and changes to the landscape over time.